works. It's been a while since I've done a live, and it's so early in the morning. So let's see if anybody is on YouTube right now. Good morning. Good morning. I don't see the live stream yet, so I'm gonna wait. Okay. Oh, I see it. Okay, good. Good morning. Let's see if you guys are crafting right now. But I wanted to do this kind of last minute coffee and crafting chat. I don't know. I just kind of woke up in the mood with the move to craft and chat with some of you. So I'll let you know what I'm working on. Okay, so I'm still not officially live yet. So let's see. Okay, here I am. I see it. Good morning. If you are awake and crafting, say hello in the chat. I just wanted to stop by and I don't know, just connect with you today. It just seemed like a good idea this morning. It is 6:30 in the morning here in the Bay, and hopefully you guys are awake. Let me know where you're watching from, and we're gonna be crafting. As you can see, I'm working on some pages for a mini album. I'm doing a batch order again, batch set, and I wanted to have a little chat with you guys. So maybe we can craft together. You can let me know what you have been working on recently, and I just wanted to have a little bit of a morning chat with you. So good morning, hello, let me know where you're watching from. Oh, hi to New Zealand. Hi, Julie. Welcome. So yeah, today I'm just gonna be crafting along with you. Hopefully we get to do something. So I have been working on a batch set of books for my website. So I'll give you a peek here. I'm doing pink books. Look at all of these beautiful pages. These are so satisfying to me once I finish them. They're just, I just love blank books. Blank books are so pretty. I think some of these books are like the color of this one, for example, the pink, it's actually ready to just put pictures on it. And, of course you want to add design paper, but you could also not and just document on this color. I think it's so pretty. I have also been doing some white. So I've been working on some different album pages. These are some new pop-ups that I have been playing with. Hello to New York. Hello to Puerto Rico. Good morning. Guys, let me know what time it is, where you're watching from, because for me, it's 6:30 in the morning. I only have until 7 before I have to make breakfast for the girls before they go to school. But I have been napped since 5:30 because I became a morning person. I don't know. I turned 40 and became a morning person. I don't know what happened there with my system, but even if I go to bed late, 5:30, I'm just like ready to be doing things. And also I have a cat that thinks she's a horse, and she just continues to run around the house starting at 4 in the morning. So it just drives me a little bit crazy. So today I'm gonna be continuing with these pages. So I'm making 3 of these pink ones. Thank you everyone who has been ordering books from me. I love it. I love making blank books, and I just got a whole bunch of orders on my website, so I'm excited to work on those. Hello, Wendy. Good morning from Phoenix. You have an appointment. Good luck with that. Good morning to Michigan, Stephanie. Thank you. Puerto Rico's 9:30 in the morning. I think that's New York time too. I believe that's New York time too, right? Peru is the same time as New York, so I'm always remembering that. Karen, good morning. Wisconsin, 8:33 a.m. Oh, you're downsizing your crafting space. You know, I did that a few years ago. My craft room is a third, if not a quarter of what it used to be. And I feel perfectly happy and content because I have all the things I need. I have my cardstock, I have a shelf with all my 12 by 12, which is still a lot. I have a little dresser with laces and trims, and then I have another IKEA, you know, those pull-out drawers with stamps, which I don't use my stamps, but I also don't want to get rid of them. Um, anyway, I am happier with a smaller crafting space because there's a lot less maintenance, to do. I'm gonna put my coffee on the side. I don't want to mess up at these books. Um, oh, your son is in Arizona. Oh, yes. So we are like, I think, I don't know how far of a drive, but it's pretty close. I want to say Arizona is 7 hours or 8 hours driving. I know once we get to LA, it's 2 hours from there. So, um, or so I think. Okay, so I'm going to continue with these books. Of course, this is not a tutorial, just a crafting chat. So don't even, um, I'm not going to be explaining much of what I'm doing. I'm working on my 20-page album, and I'm just working on signature page number 4. And I'm actually looking at my cutting guide. That's one of the reasons also why I create my cutting guides, of course, for all of you, but also it just reminds me of when I do a book, how I can recreate it later on, because so many times I did tutorials and I didn't have my cutting guides, and I just had to rewatch the whole thing and try to remember. So now it's a lot easier. Sometimes I still have to rewatch the walkthroughs that I do, so I remember how to put the pages together. But yeah, so I'm doing 5.5 by 7 cuts here at the same time as I am doing trying to read your comments, your chat. Uh, oh, you love chat. I love to. You know, I miss connecting with you guys, and now I have like my morning, quote unquote, free. I won't say quote unquote because it hasn't been super free yet, but I have more time, and it's just being really relaxing. Let me get my cutting board, my scoreboard. And so yeah, so I miss chatting with crafty friends. I still have my lives for members, but those are more like tutorial oriented. So I don't have, I'm trying to make a project, so I don't super chat a lot, and so yeah, so this feels different because I'm just chatting with you, not actually telling you what I'm doing. You don't have to follow along. You can bring anything that you are crafting, and then we can just do maybe some Q&A. If you guys have any questions for me, I will be so happy to answer and to connect with you a little bit more. So I think I'm just gonna cut and score here on this video because I don't want to accidentally mess up my pages and glue them, crooked and anything like that. So yeah, so let me know if you guys have any questions. Oh, I think I lost my chat here for a second. And oh, let's see. And yeah, let me know what have you been crafting. I will give you some sneak peeks too of what I have just finished, because I finished working on my Patreon album, and I think it turned out super cute. So let me give you a peek here. What is it? And I'm gonna be recording this video today, the walkthrough, but I love how this came out. This is the collection for the month of, what month are we? May? Yeah. And I loved it because it's all about crafting, and the collection is called Cozy Days, but mainly because it's a different craft every day. And I added some fabrics here, and some yarn. I made some little yarn skeins, some buttons, a little journal, mini journal here. And so all the things that are crafting, and I really had a lot of fun decorating this book. I love the texture. I think it's really cute to play with texture on some projects like this one. For example, we have fabric, embroidery hoops. For the baking, I did a cupcake liner. I love the crinkly sound. This could be a perfect place for a picture there. And look at this fun pop-up. Isn't that cute? I love this little pop-up. It reminds me of like a vegetable garden when you open it like that. So really, really fun. I love how that turned out. And so yeah, so I am going to be doing this final walkthrough. So if you're on Patreon, you already have all the tutorial for that. And so yeah, so that's what I've been up to this past week. You made a 6x6 mini for your daughter. Oh, how cute. How are you going to decorate that? What's the theme? I need to make a book for my daughter. We just had a birthday. She had a birthday this past Sunday. And we went to Santa Cruz here in the Bay. Santa Cruz is the boardwalk, kind of like Santa Monica boardwalk. And we didn't take any pictures. We were so in the moment. So I was like, okay. But we do have some pictures of her cake, and had some friends over. So I probably need to make her a little book, but something small because we don't have a lot of pictures. So I was thinking of doing maybe a little folio. Good morning, Diana. Thank you for stopping by. Let me know where you're watching from. I'm always excited to see and also to know what time it is and where you're watching. Okay, let me go back to my cutting guide and see what's my next piece here. So yeah, I just have been doing a lot of crafting and relaxing. And yesterday I had to deal with car issues. Oh my gosh, it was the most frustrating thing ever. But it had to be done. I have a car that the battery was just dying all the time because I don't drive the car. But I also don't want to get rid of the car because I have another daughter who is getting ready to drive. Like, she will be driving soon. And it's always good, right, to not have to buy a new car. And the car was perfectly fine. The only issue is that no one drives it. And so the battery kept dying. So I bought a new battery for the car. And I was committed to always, start the car periodically. And then I don't know what happened. And one day I just went to the car and it just did not turn on. And I was, oh gosh, I did it again. I let the new battery die. And we have been traveling so much for volleyball. My daughter's doing volleyball club. And so it's hard to keep up with, all that in life. And so anyway, I couldn't start the car. I know you can do it at home and you have, the machine. And I have all of that. I do. But it just was dead to the point that my car was dead for a month. That car, not my car. I have another car. And yesterday was the day when I woke up and I said, you know what? Today I'm going to solve this problem. And it took me the whole day to just get the car to the shop, basically. So you're doing the baby book, baby boy. Oh, baby. I have to finish a baby book. Oh my goodness. It's been sitting in the counter here. Watching from Italy? Well, hello to Italy, 1542. That is 3 p.m., correct? Oh, um, thank you, thank you. Finishing the good morning to Florida. Hello, thank you for joining the live. Good morning to Virginia. And you're in California, so yes, it is 6:47 for me too. I am happy you are up and awake. Hello, hello. Okay, so let me see what's my next measurement. I need to cut 4 by 7.5. Okay, and so yeah, so the car has been an issue. So I called the tow truck in the morning yesterday, and of course they took an hour to just come here. And then they started the car. They say, drive it for half an hour and you should be okay. All right. So I did that. I drove it for half an hour. And I also called the place where I bought the new battery from because it is under warranty. And so I say, can you recharge the battery? I know it keeps dying. I know it's my fault. I know. I know. But if there's a warranty, can we, do something about it? And then the guy was super nice. He said, yeah, just get the car over here and then we'll take care of that. Okay. And so I drove the car. This might be too small for a long time. And to be able to take it. And the funny thing is, okay, so I had to put gas on the car. I didn't have a lot of gas to begin with. And then I was driving it for half an hour, like the guy told me before I turned it off. And so I got to a point where I really needed to put gas on that car. And so to put gas in the car, you have to turn off the car. And I was afraid of doing that, but it had been half an hour. Anyway, I get to the gas station. I turn off the car to put gas on, and the car does not start again. And you can imagine my surprise. It was so hot. It was only like 9 or 10 in the morning, but it was really warm. And I called the tow truck again. First, the people from the gas station were trying to help me jumpstart the car, but it wasn't going because the battery is just really dead. And I'm gonna start gluing actually this before I forget what this goes. And so anyway, so I had to sit on the gas station for an hour and 20 minutes to wait for the roadside assistance because they always ask you, are you on a safe location? And I said, well, yeah, I'm in a gas station, as safe as that can be. I'm over here interrupting the people trying to get gas. I'm just in a pump. And they said, okay, we'll get right to it. 45 minutes later, I called them and I said, well, no one's here yet. Anyway, the guys at the gas station were really nice, so I'm grateful for that. But yeah, I was there my whole morning, and then they jump started the car again, and I went to the shop directly, and I said, my car has died again, so you guys just take care of it, please. And I did not get home until 2:30 p.m. And it was just a journey. So this morning I really needed to do some crafting because that was a day, let me tell you. That was a really long day. I'm sorry I closed the chat accidentally. Okay, let me go back to the chat. Hello, thank you, thank you, thank you from Brighton, Colorado. Oh, thank you so, so much. Hello, Kel from Florida. Where am I from? I am from Peru. I am from Lima, Peru, actually. But I live in the San Francisco Bay Area. I've been in the Bay for 25 years now, or 26. So most of my life I've been here. I moved here when I was going to university. I did a kind of like a international exchange program type of thing, and I went back to Peru, and then I came back here. It was that back and forth thing until I just decided to continue my career here, and that's what I did. And so it's been very satisfying, I should say. Very fun. And I love it here in the Bay. Love the weather. I love, that you can do anything and everything in the Bay. Everything is nearby. It is expensive. I do know that, but luckily we, purchased our house so long ago that we're not struggling with the crazy housing market prices anymore. It's impossible if you are like trying to move to the Bay. Now I know that. So it's hard because I have a daughter that's on college, another one that's about to finish high school in a year, and the housing is just, it's hard, when you're beginning, when you're starting, compared to how it was back when I was going to college 25 years ago. It was a lot different, a lot more affordable. And yeah, now it's a little bit crazy, but we love it here. Hello, Argentina. Hello to Argentina. Oh, thank you, Diana. I have been in Argentina one time, and oh my gosh, I love Argentina. Um, I went with my brother. My brother is a professor on a university in Peru, but and this is what, probably 10 years ago that I've been to Argentina. He was doing a conference in Argentina. So I went to Peru. Back then, my brother was living in Colombia doing his master's degree or PhD or whatever that degree was. And so I was going to Peru, and then he said, I'm going to Argentina. Oh, hold on. Let me grab my scissors. And it was so fun. I said, okay, I already have my tickets purchased to go to Peru, and so we said, okay, we'll meet in Peru, and then we'll stay in Peru for like 2 days, and then we go to Argentina. We go to my conference, and then we stay in Argentina for like 3 days, and that's what we did, and it was so much fun. It was like one of those trips that it was just my brother and me, and I just remember it with like so much joy. It's like it was like our connecting connecting time, just me and him. um no kids, no other family, and it was really nice. We had so much food. Like the meat in Argentina is amazing. We went to this restaurant called La Vaca, which is the cow. I think that was the name of it. And it's kind of like this Argentinian, mm, um, meat. I think it's all beef, but it was like, if you're a vegetarian, I'm so sorry, you're not gonna like this. But it was a buffet of meat and barbecue and like wine. Of course, they had salad and all of that, but my brother's a big meat person. But it was just the best, the best meat I've ever had. Oh, thank you. I know I need to go back to Argentina because my girls keep telling us, Mom, you travel so much and you don't, because my girls were little. So when my girls were little, I would always, like, not always, but like this time, for example, going to Peru to see my brother, and sometimes I would just go to Peru to see my friends. I have always been very connected to my university friends in Peru. I went to university in Peru for like 2 years, and before I transferred here, and the friends that I made on those 2 years have been my friends for a lifetime, even until these days. And one of them is like my daughter's godmother. It's just the best. So we always try to go back, and we've all graduated as engineers, so it's kind of fun to compare our careers. Some of them being in Peru and me being here, and how the technologies compare or the regulations compare, because it's all about environmental safety and loss of environmental health, we may say. So what is, how countries move forward and what is allowed, what is not in terms of like conserving the planet, all of that. So yeah, it's super fun to do that. So my girls always say, "Mom, you have to take us." So definitely want to go back to Argentina. We did went to a tango night, which was super expensive, but it was so worth it. So worth it. Yeah. So anyway, I don't know if you can tell, but I'm doing these pop-up little mechanisms here. So these are gonna be some pop-ups for these books that I'm making, and they're not coming out super straight, but I don't like to stress over that. You can always even it out, and just kind of play around with that. Oh, I think I lost my chat. I lost my chat again. Let me. Oh, here it is. I'm so sorry. I don't know why my chat keeps just going. Oh, hello to Greece. Oh my goodness. This is why I ask where you guys are watching from, because I think this is so fascinating how we can all connect on this beautiful internet window. It's not all bad. Technology, it's a beautiful thing. It's if we know how to use it, right? I tell my girls that all the time. Like my daughter got really into reading, and so she uses her, YouTube to watch recommendations or TikToks, and it's not a bad thing, if she's getting motivated to do more reading, to see what other people are reading. Um, it's a beautiful thing. Now, it's not a beautiful thing to just scroll on the internet for no reason at all times of the day. That is when it becomes not a very useful or healthy thing. But connecting with people and just chatting and enjoying a cup of coffee with you guys, it's been so relaxing. So I should do this more often. um, oh, thank you, Miriam, so much. Thank you, thank you. I always try to make my projects different, and also doable. So I try to mix things that we know how to create. Like this, I've been doing this for so long, but I found different ways to use this little base and add different types of pop-ups to these. But it's always good to have that balance of creating something new and intricate, or it looks challenging, but if you follow step by step, you'll see that it's not really challenging. But also continue with things that are known, so it doesn't seem so intimidating per se. And I always like to challenge myself. I do like to be like, I know sometimes I just enjoy creating things and repeat, like what I'm doing right now. It's relaxing, but sometimes I want to challenge myself and just play with paper. There are times that I'm just sitting, experimenting and playing with paper, without recording, without expectation of myself, and see what I come out with. And then once I come out with something fun, I put it in a book. For example, where's that page I was just sharing with you? Here. And I don't do this often. Oh, I just dropped this page. But I was playing with this pop-up thing that I want to just show you on the finished book. And it was on trial and error when I was doing this. Obviously, I haven't put this in here yet, but when I was doing this, I knew I had the idea, but everything kept like coming out of the page too much. It was too big, even though I was rotating it. I think I finally came up with this size here, and I was recording. I was trying not to. I was recording this tutorial here. Actually, this was a remake that I did, but when I was doing that the first time, it just did not come together. It was so much trial and error. I'll show you now, because now it's like my favorite thing ever. Look at that. So these were too big, these were coming out of the page, these were not sitting properly, but it just takes a little bit of playing with paper to get it to look cute and ready to add pictures and memories. um, I need to stop the live because I need to go make breakfast for my girls. It is 7 a.m. But I want to thank you so much for joining this live. I hope that I can do this again. Let me know if you enjoy kind of having some coffee and chatting. And I will be hopefully doing this more often. I thought that was really you know fulfilling to do. I'm just gonna read here Marisol's comment. It says it is beautiful to spend time together around the world. The internet is one of the most powerful things that humans even. That is so true. It is one of the most powerful things that we have created, and it's so useful for so many things. So yeah, we can only be grateful for technology and just learn how to ourselves use that technology for the better. Where to donate, sell, trade, and gently use scrapbook supplies. I want to say try your library because I know my library, we donated some things, and sometimes they have like arts and craft nights for kids, and they use all of those small cardstock pieces and things like that. So they will be, I think, check with your library, and they will probably take some crafting supplies donations. So thank you guys so much. I'm gonna stop the live, and I hope to do this again sometime.